Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner. Carmen Vitrano with you inside the New York Bobcats locker room here at the Twin Rinks at Eisenhower Park. Alongside me, as always, is head coach of the Bobcats, Craig DeRemus. And Craig, here our opening week here for you guys in the Eastern Hockey League, and a lot to talk about. So let's get right to it. The last time we spoke, you guys were getting ready to play the New York Aviators down over in Brooklyn, and you guys, as you were saying, kind of like a final tune-up, if you would, before the start of EHL play here on Friday. Guys, pretty much handled that one pretty well. I know you guys were victorious 8-0, but, in your words, just, your thoughts about the final tune-up.
Like you said, we wanted to use it to work on some stuff before we start the regular season. We were able to come away with an 8-0 win. I was happy. We were able to put up 80-plus shots. Anytime you can do that, you're doing some good things offensively. And obviously, the D zone is something that we've emphasized since day one. So, anytime you can put up a goose egg, that's a good thing. I think it speaks volumes about our commitment to team defense from our goaltenders out. Uh, it wasn't the prettiest of games. We were sloppy in many areas, but we used it as something as a reference point. We worked on stuff this week in preparation for the EHL opener this Friday.
From the Labor Day showcase to that game on Friday, I know we spoke about it too last week in the progression of the players. Did you see anything though from that Labor Day showcase to that play against the Aviators?
Absolutely. I think individually and as a team, we've seen a lot of good things here. Guys are developing and coming along. As a team, we're buying into our systems and the concepts and the style we want to play. When you talk about some individuals, I just look at a guy like Jordan Belke, who's really come a far way in a short time here. I think the progression he made just from, like you said, the Labor Day to this past Friday has been huge. And that's up and down the lineup. A lot of guys have really responded well to the way we're playing, the style we play. And I think the biggest thing with us we speak about is tempo and pace. So if we play at that high tempo, quick pace, I think we have a chance to be successful more often than not.
Well, it's right here. On Friday night, you guys get set to kick off the 2015-16 Eastern Hockey League season, and for you guys, fresh page, fresh start, and you guys welcome in the expansion Connecticut Nighthawks as they enjoy their first season here in the EHL. And not too much, in terms of video or scouting or in terms of taking a look at them and seeing what they did in years past. I mean, a new team, and to be quite honest, that's kind of a dangerous team if you don't really know much, about them. But what's kind of the message for the team now to take a look at the Nighthawks, not look past them, because I know you got two tough opponents after that. But when you're facing a new team like that, what's just the mindset to get the guys ready?
I think, like you said, not overlooking them. Obviously, it's a team with not a history, but they've played 3 games in the league already. They snuck up and beat the Revolution in game 1, and obviously had a couple tight losses after that. So when you look at their team, you got to realize they have Graham Johnson behind their bench. Graham's a former Division I assistant coach, so they're well coached and well prepared. And we have done our fair share of video work and recon work on their team and what they do. Obviously, they got some players up front who are dangerous in their back line. They got some guys, a couple capable goaltenders, so we know they're not going to be a pushover at any needs. But like I said from day one, we're not going to overemphasize what other teams do. If we play our style at our pace and with the players we have in this dressing room, we believe we'll be more successful than not.
And the other two opponents you guys know really well, and 2 tough opponents in that is you guys will then take on the Connecticut Oilers and Hartford Junior Wolfpack. First about the Connecticut Oilers, I mean, they're a team every year, that they're pretty much going to be, if everything goes right, making their way to the postseason, but they always put a good team on the ice. And, from the forwards D down to goalie, they're a team that, has the capability of winning a championship each year. For them, I know you guys were able to, see them earlier, in the month, but just, for that team to, again, not to look past the Connecticut Nighthawks, but, that's a big one. So just, again, the message to the guys to, get ready for a team in Connecticut, especially the second game of the year.
Well, I think you hit it right from the start. It's their defending champs in the league. We acknowledge them as the defending champs in our league. Eric Lind and his staff do a great job. They return some star power, and you said it from the back line out. They have Michael Tilford in net, who was their starting goaltender last year. They have Mark Happy and Alex Wilkinson coming back on the blue line, and they have returning guys up front like Todd Jackson. So they're going to be a dangerous team, guys who have won at this level and know what it takes to win at this level. He's done a good job assembling a roster. We saw them earlier in the year. It was a 2-1 win that could have gone either way. Again, we've done our homework. We know them well. Not going to give away too many secrets here, but we'll make sure we're prepared and ready to go after Friday night.
And finally, the Hartford Junior Wolfpack, again, an opponent that you guys know all too well in just terms of a good rivalry and just knowing them from their history within the Atlantic Junior, now obviously the EHL. But, for you guys, it'll be your 3rd game in three nights, and, that's always tough to get a strong team like that on the back end. But, there's really nothing to be said because obviously you guys are going to be so amped up to face them just because of the history. Is that almost a benefit in a way? I know it's going to be tough for the guys to play three, in a row like that, but, for a team like Hartford and, for a team that's always going to get up to face you guys, you're going to have to kind of give it right back.
Absolutely. You mentioned it. You're playing 3 in 3 days. It's tough, but it's also why we practice the way we practice. We talk about our conditioning level and our compete level on consecutive days at length. And I think our guys have bought into it. We know what it takes to be successful on that many days in a row. Coach Sorrell and I have coached against each other for years. Like you said, when the Bobcats and the Wolfpack get together, it's always going to be a playoff type game. There's no love lost there for sure. But there is a respect there between each team. And we've watched them team on film and live this year. They're hard, they're big, physical. We know what they're about. We know the style they play, and they do it very well. They're another solid team from the net out this year, and we expect it to be a playoff-like atmosphere. I think our team's well prepared. We'll be ready to go, and I'm sure they will be as well.
And finally, I mean, for you guys, you and Bobby DeRico, the rest of the coaching staff here, I know it's a marathon. It's not a sprint this season. I know it kicks off, and obviously you would love to come away with 3 wins this weekend. But maybe what are some other things that you're looking for to just, maybe see positively for things to be worked on, or maybe if there's some negative things as well. I mean, obviously you'll talk to the team after this weekend, but outside the wins and losses, maybe what are some of the things that you guys will be looking for?
I can tell you this from day one together this year, this group has bought into getting better every day. Every day we practice, we want to improve. Every period we play, we want to improve. We have a team that's going to be better in March than it is now. And that's been really our focus since day one, from the culture we're playing and the style the coaches have tried to implement with our players. We want to improve every day. All we're looking to do here is win Friday night. That's our main focus right now, get off on the right foot. We've put into our players' minds that, yeah, we're 4-0 in the preseason, but it's the preseason for a reason. Mm-hmm. We're 0-0 come Friday night, and we want to treat every game and every period with 0-0 mentality. We want to be hungry. We want to win every period of hockey we play, and if we do that, we'll have a real successful year.
All right, best of luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
All right, fans, the New York Bobcats 2015-16 EHL season kicks off this Friday night with the contest against the Connecticut Nighthawks and then the Connecticut Oilers and Hartford Junior Wolfpack. You catch all the action live on fasthockey.com, and for the complete Bobcat schedule, head over to nybobcats.com.